Chandler.
Today we're having a little bit of fun. We're trying to do a little something different. We're working without a mic right now. The mic's acting weird with Facebook. Facebook's not wanting to cooperate, so we're kind of winging it a little bit. But today, it's kickoff 2018 season for the Titans, taking on the Miami Dolphins at Miami.
Yeah.
How we feel, guys?
Excited. I'm just excited that Titans football is back. It was good to have a Thursday night game, but ain't nothing like a Sunday.
I agree. Chandler over here wearing Titans shirt. I kind of feel like we're trying to persuade him to the Titans bandwagon away from the Bears, but that's cool.
That ain't never gonna happen, but
Okay. All right. Well,
we tried, y'all.
Regardless, it's fun. We're also going to do a little bit of some predictions for the season. We started a thing last week where we're kind of predicting the games out week by week. Your boy is undefeated. They were both wrong. Philly and the Falcons. So, that's how that goes. They're looking to rebound. I'm looking to keep it going. So I'm thinking we should probably do our predictions first and then the Titans, since we're going to be kind of close to kickoff anyways at noon. So we're going to start off with some predictions, and then we'll get into Titan talk here in a minute.
Great. I'm down for it.
All right, Chandler, lead us off.
All right, so you guys already know Eagles beat the Falcons week 1 on Thursday night, opening kickoff. So that ring ceremony didn't get too disturbed after the rain delay. But game 1, we got Buffalo at Baltimore.
Oh, man.
Baltimore.
Yeah, as much as I want the Bills to win, I don't see it happening. So I got Joe Flacco and company.
Yeah, so that's unanimous. We all got Baltimore. Next, we got Pittsburgh at the Cleveland Browns.
I want to say Cleveland for my man Baker, but I think Pittsburgh's going to take it.
But new name Tyrod is playing. So.
Yeah.
It's a chance, but I still think the Steelers have enough firepower to get through. I think James Conner is James Conner getting to start first, just like
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He showed enough good flashes in the preseason to where I trust him enough to get over the hump. So
he played well last season when he was given the opportunity. So I think Pittsburgh's going to take it. Also, we forgot to mention Chandler's got all the picks and all the games on a spreadsheet, and it kind of keeps up with how well we do over the course of the season. So we'll know our actual record based on how well we did. So that's why he's got it up on his computer for us.
Appreciate it.
More than likely, I probably already know what you guys are going with this, but Cincinnati at Indianapolis.
This is a toss-up game because I don't know. It's too many unpredictables in this one. Andrew Luck is a big unpredictable right now. I know it sounds weird, but like just that whole situation is a question mark.
Yeah.
That's real tough. I think I'm gonna roll with Cincy just because. I think AJ Green is gonna have a big game today.
I'll go. I think I'll go Cincy too. I'm not fully sold on Andrew Luck yet, obviously, since he's coming back from an injury. So I'll go Cincy as well.
All right. So we're unanimous on Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati to start off. The next one, more than likely, is unanimous. Titans at Dolphins. I know I Tennessee on that one.
Titans are winning. But what's crazy is that did y'all see like everyone else for like NFL like network is picking the Dolphins to win?
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I seen like I think Bleacher Report is the only place that has us winning.
Well, the thing about it is Miami doesn't have Devontae Parker today. He injured his hand.
And actually, I had to change my pick the moment I saw that he wasn't going to be playing. So I did have Miami first.
Yeah, and also just to note, the Titans, they're playing without Harold Landry. They're also playing without Rashaan Evans. So, I mean, that's going to leave an impact on the game as well. But I think we're going to take it. I don't trust Miami's offense enough. So, I think our secondary is going to be strong enough to kind of help us out a little bit and pick up the slack from the linebacking core.
Oh, someone said we had audio issues. I'm sorry. Can you repeat, what pick was it? That was on my end, not y'all's.
Titans versus Dolphins.
Yeah. I still got Titans. Yeah.
So unanimous on the Titans as well.
Okay.
Next, we got Jimmy Garoppolo going up north to play the Minnesota Vikings in that elite defense.
That's a good game. I think that's a better game than a lot of people think, to be honest.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Jared McKinnon's out.
Yeah.
Because it's towards ACL, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I like Jared McKinnon too. That dude's the beast.
Yeah.
Highly underrated.
I'm going to go Vikings.
Yeah, I think the defense is going to be enough to hold them up. Even though Jimmy G is, even though it's a lot of like hype around him right now, I still think Minnesota has enough. And Stephon Diggs is always going to be Stephon Diggs. I want to see him and Richard Sherman actually go against each other today. That's going to be a good matchup.
And Dalvin's back too.
Yep.
Now that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's going to be real fun.
I think Dalvin's going to have a big year this year. So
my question is more going to be on: is Kirk Cousins going to be the answer for them?
yeah, well, that's pretty much going to be the entire thing for this season. That this season is going to lean on that. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next we got the Houston Texans, New England Patriots.
First, David says, "Don't hate on the magic of Jimmy G." Hey, I don't. Jimmy G can play. I just think the Vikings defense is going to be a little bit too much. So.
Yeah, I think so too. That's what it is.
You said Texans Patriots.
Yeah,
that's a big game.
Yeah, that's a real big game.
Deshaun Watson coming back off injury. Patriots coming back off a Super Bowl loss. Will Fuller is inactive for this game, though.
Yeah, I did see that. What's his injury? Do we know?
I can go check real quick.
Okay, because I know he was inactive, but I couldn't remember why he was inactive. Patriots Texans, man. The thing about it is when you give Bill Belichick an entire offseason to prepare for a team, you kind of have to go his way. Yeah. And I think Deshaun being a rookie, well, not a rookie, but coming off of a rookie season, going against somebody like Bill Belichick after an entire offseason to prepare is very difficult. And it's even more so difficult than just playing them on a week-to-week basis, like you would normally play them. So I think Tom Brady's probably gonna dice him up. I think Patriots taking that one.
Will Fuller's got a hamstring.
Hammy, okay.
That's a lingering one.
Yeah.
Deal with that all last year. I'm gonna say Patriots 32-28.
He gave an actual score too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for that one.
Should we do like if you give the actual score and it's right, you get a bonus point?
Okay.
Should we do that? Okay, we should do that. That's cool. I'm good with that.
I mean, do you want to do a score for each game or just
like your record, and then you get a bonus, pretty much a bonus win if you
correct it.
Yeah, if you call the right score.
All right, next we got Tampa Bay. Ryan Fitzpatrick leading them to New Orleans.
This is gonna be so funny.
This is a watch to me. I got Saints all the way.
Yeah,
I got Saints. Yeah.
Jameis is not going to do well against that team. I don't think at all. And Alvin Kamara is going to run all over them.
Jameis is playing.
Yeah, Fitzmagic.
Suspended.
You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, Fitzpatrick against that secondary. Man, Marshawn Lattimore's going to lock up whoever they have. Mike Evans. I mean, that's going to be a good matchup, though.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Marshawn's going to get him.
Yeah, it's unanimous on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not going against Drew Brees.
No. I'm definitely not taking Ryan Fitzpatrick over Drew Brees. I'm not doing that. So.
All right, so now we might get into a little bit more, I guess, there could be some differential here. Jacksonville Jaguars at the New York Giants.
Okay.
I picked the Giants for this one.
This is kind of like a matchup game where it's like you got the offense of the New York Giants versus the defense of the Jags. And you're going to see Jalen Ramsey and OBJ matchup. That's going to be big.
Probably AJ Bouye.
Yeah, AJ also. You're going to see Saquon versus that front seven. And the New York Giants offensive line has gotten better over this last offseason when they drafted Will Hernandez. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. That's honestly one of the tougher ones in my opinion to pick.
To me, it comes down to quarterback play and who's going to be worse, Blake Bortles or Eli Manning.
Oh my God,
Eli's got a tougher
he has a tougher matchup. Yeah,
but his weapons are much better. Jaguars have already lost Marquise Lee for a torn ACL.
Yeah,
that's true.
Bortles is your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Never know what Fournette's going to do. Like we said last year, like that offense was worse when Fournette was in than when he wasn't in.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That is a tough one. Like it's offense versus defense for that one. Sheesh.
I'm gonna take the Jags.
I was just gonna say I'm taking Jacksonville. Just because it's with Jacksonville we know what we're gonna get. And with the Giants, we know what we're gonna get to, but Odell was out for a year. He didn't really play that much in the preseason, if any. And I'm excited to see what Saquon's going to do. But Saquon going against like one of the top 3 defenses for his first game, that's going to be fun to watch. But I'm excited. If Saquon goes off, then I am going to eat my word. I'll gladly eat my words.
If Saquon puts up 100 yards on Jacksonville, I'll be shocked.
Oh yeah.
Like if he puts up 100 yards, that's like
on the ground. I'm totally
just on the ground. Like that's like a big game.
That is,
especially for a rookie. Like, and I don't see that happening. I mean, Calais Campbell up front, Telvin Smith, as fast as he is at the linebacker position, I just don't see it. I think that front seven is going to stop him, and I think their secondary is strong enough to slow down their receivers. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. I think Jacksonville's going to beat them.
Yeah, I'm taking the Giants. So.
Okay,
that's good. I like the difference.
Yeah.
All right, we got another one. These next few actually kind of be like that. Kansas City at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Divisional matchup for the first game too. I'm taking the Chargers on this one. I am excited because I want to see what Hayward's gonna do with Hill because he's gonna be roaming everywhere, and then Tyreek is gonna be going everywhere as well. I want to see him in Mahomes. I want to see that actually like in like regular season form.
One of the most underrated corners in the league is Trevor Williams too. Like Trevor Williams is a beast, and Casey Hayward's the number 1 corner over there with the Chargers, but Trevor Williams can play too.
The thing is, Jason Verrett, I think he got hurt again.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he tear his Achilles.
I think so. Yeah, he's done for the season. And the Chargers are also playing without Hunter Henry as well at tight end. It's kind of hard to go against the Chiefs offense.
It is
when they have Kelsey and they have Kareem Hunt and they have Tyreek and they've got a quarterback that can throw the ball 70 yards in the air with Pat Mahomes and the way that Andy Reid runs his offense, it's so vertical. It's kind of hard to bet against them.
Yeah.
But I think that Mike Williams has played better this preseason. Keenan Allen's coming back, one of the best receivers in the league, and he's healthy. You still have Melvin Gordon in the backfield. I'm taking the Chargers.
How is that? So we do go unanimous. I thought somebody was going to take the Chiefs. Right?
Nah, I mean
it's hard. It's hard not to pick the Chiefs. Like it was a real tough game.
Here's why I didn't pick the Chiefs. Y'all know I'm Bears fans, so week 3 of the preseason, Chase Daniel and a bunch of second string guys was lighting up that Big 12 looking defense that the Chiefs got.
That's legit.
Yeah. Javon Williams was eating. Kevin White got his first career touchdown in any season 4.
Exactly.
Like that defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Zach Taylor, our man Zach, he said Marshawn got Mike Evans last year too. I had to bench Mike today. So he's saying Marshawn's gonna lock up Mike Evans this week.
Dang.
Right, we got another iffy one right here. We got the Redskins at the Cardinals. 2 teams that are new quarterbacks coming in there. Defenses are.
That game's gonna be ugly.
That game's gonna be real. That's game's gonna be real ugly. It is.
Is Josh Allen or not Josh Allen?
No. Sam Bradford's
Rosen.
quarterback. Rosen is on the bench.
Rosen's on the bench. Okay, so it's gonna be Bradford.
Yeah.
Bradford against the Redskins defense.
Alex Smith.
Okay. And Jordan Reed is healthy.
Yep. From what we know of, he is healthy.
Okay. And Darius Geis is out.
Adrian Peterson will be starting.
AP's gonna start, yeah, for the Redskins. That's interesting. Okay.
I'm picking Arizona.
Okay.
I'm picking Arizona. The only reason why is because I think David Johnson's gonna have a big game to show that he actually deserves that contract that he got. So I think he's gonna have a big game. I want to see how Larry Fitzgerald's also gonna look as well because this is his not debut, but this is his like one of his later seasons, in the season. So I want him to show that he still has it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with the Redskins.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Differentials.
Why not? I'll give the Redskins a shot. I mean, it's going to be a bad game. I think it could very well go for the Cardinals, but it's going to be a tough game either way. Also, David says Alex Smith is the GOAT. So,
Well, yeah, that's true.
Alex Smith is very underrated.
He's
I will
very
say
underrated.
that.
I would-
Like, he's a very efficient quarterback. That's why I've always liked him.
But just to let you know, I went Washington too, Jason. So you're not alone. It's actually Dez who's alone.
Okay.
I'm a loner.
Okay. That's cool.
And mainly just because I don't know what Bradford's going to do with that offense. I
Yeah.
don't know much about
Yeah.
the defense Steve Wilkes is going to be running with Arizona. Because I heard he's going to be running more of a zone.
Mhm.
So Pat Peacher's going to be staying on one side of the field the whole time.
Yep. And he can do it. So, I mean,
Definitely. Next, we got Jason's beloved Dallas Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers.
That's funny.
This is another tough one for me, though.
yeah.
Like,
It
I
is a tough one.
I struggle with it, but I'm taking Cam and Grego. Whoa, Greg Olsen playing? I think he is out. Oh, snap.
I'm not sure, to
I'm
be
pretty
honest.
sure he is out.
Okay, so Dallas versus what's going to be the matchup
Carolina.
to watch in that game? I mean, obviously
Dallas
Dallas
has
is,
no offense, weapons,
yeah,
except for Allen Hurns.
yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
and that's
That's not including Zeke.
yeah, and Zeke, yeah.
That's tough.
I don't know, man.
Yikes.
Terrence Williams is still there, and he can make some plays every now and then. But
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we saw what he did last year. It's not.
but the Carolina secondary is not that good. It's
No.
really their front
It's their
and
front
Luke. You know,
Thomas Davis retired.
yeah.
Oh man.
I think, or no, he didn't. No, he
I'm gonna
didn't.
say
No, because
he's still
Cam
on, yeah.
Cam squared up with what's his name? Who was it?
Benjamin.
Yeah, Kelvin.
Yeah, Kelvin Benjamin and Thomas Davis like walked off. I remember that. So no, he's not. He's playing. I'm gonna go Dallas.
Oh,
Huh.
As much as I don't like them, I think Zeke is obviously going to have a big game. And I also think their secondary is better than a lot of people think it is. Jordan Lewis can play. Go
Yeah.
Big Blue.
Go blue.
Yeah, I think Dallas might have a shot in this game. So
I will take Carolina. And I said that on purpose. But yeah, I'm taking Cam and company. I think David Funchess actually wants to prove that he is a great receiver. And like I said, they do have a DJ Moore, if I'm not mistaken. The wide receiver they picked.
yeah.
I think he's gonna actually prove, because people are just like, oh well, he's not even the best wide receiver to be taking that early. Well, I think he has a chip on his shoulder because he wants to prove to people that someone from SMU can actually play.
Here's why Darius is taking Carolina. They got two people on that team on that offense that come from Michigan.
Devin Funchess and
And the other dude, who Curtis Samuel.
No, he's Ohio State.
Oh,
yeah, Curtis Samuel's Ohio State. Yeah.
No, that's
But looks like Greg Olsen is playing. I had Carolina, so
okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas does win. I can see Zeke going out
I
for
mean,
a $150.
Dallas defense versus McCaffrey, Funches, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, Cam. Carolina's offensive line can block. They're just fine. Dallas also, Randy Gregory, he's got another suspension coming
suspension,
up because he
Yeah.
got in trouble once again, so he's probably not playing today. I'm taking Carolina, which takes us into our next game. We're going to Mile High repeat of Super Bowl, what was it, 50 or 49?
Yeah.
Seahawks, Denver Broncos.
Oh my God.
Woo!
You talk about a toss-up.
Yeah.
The thing that's going to be so funny is watching Vaughn and Bradley Chubb run after Russell Wilson while he's like running for his life the entire game.
I was thinking that too.
Like, man, I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
Mm.
The only way I see Seattle pulling that game off is if Russell just has like a
Russell
phenomenal day.
performance. If Russell has a Russell performance.
Like
Yeah.
if he just pulls a rabbit out of the hat like he always does, but like amplifies it to like 20%. I mean, yeah, maybe he does it, but I just don't see it.
I got Denver. Got Denver as well. I want to see Chubb and Von Miller in action, and I am very excited to see it, honestly. And I just want to see what Case Keenum's going to do, because I want him to prove that he wasn't a system guy in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I want him to actually take that next step and be like, okay, I'm actually pretty good. How I was in Houston back in college. So I just want him to do good. But Seattle defense, is going to be. It's not what it used to be of yesteryear, but
Earl Thomas is playing.
Earl Thomas is.
Hey,
I will say that.
Shaquem Griffin's starting too.
Yeah.
That's the OG Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
OG Bobby.
So that's gonna be a nice little linebacker core right there.
But I also got Denver. I didn't think Seattle was really.
I don't see them having a good year at all, and that offensive line is horrible still.
Yeah, it's straight. They paid Dwayne Brown all that money, and I don't think he's anything special for a left tackle. I mean, he's probably better than most, but
No,
I think he's just a slightly above average.
I think Vaughn and that front seven is going to eat up that offensive line. So
Yeah, and see how much Russell was running last year away from sacks and stuff. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a field day.
You got a new weapon, though, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah,
Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
Nah,
I like Brandon Marshall.
I do too, but no, not at this point.
Not
in
at
his
this.
career. I don't see it. I just don't.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right, we getting into primetime football tonight. The Bears versus the Packers. Y'all already know who I got, so
You already know who I got.
shut down, stand up.
Nah. Aaron Rodgers gonna tear y'all up.
Is Khalil Mack coming out?
Hey, you know what? I agree. I'm just messing with you. I'll take Chicago. Chicago, I think they got a lot better these past couple of years. Eddie Jackson had a really good rookie year. Roquan's going to go out and ball out. Leonard Floyd off the edge is going to help out a lot.
Got a club on his hands.
Yeah, but still, I mean, Leonard Floyd can play. And Kyle Fuller, my man on the outside. You know, it's really going to come down to, can Mitch Trubisky take the next step? And that's really it. But I think having two running backs like Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen are definitely going to help out. And I also think that, having Allen Robinson is huge for him. Having somebody that he can kind of rely on as like a safety net, I think that's going to be big. So I'm going to take, even though I like to troll a little bit, I'm going to take Chicago.
This is a tough one, man. Only because I know Khalil's going to play, but how much is he going to play is the question.
Mm-hmm. They've been kind of pretty mum on
how much
how they're going to use them. So
yeah, that's honestly, that is a huge pickup. I will say this. I may go Green Bay now, but that doesn't mean whenever y'all play them again that I'm going to pick Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly going to say Chicago now because I don't know what's going on. Not Chicago. I'm going to say Green Bay for now. But I'm definitely for the next time y'all play, I will say Chicago.
So Green Bay final answer, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Green Bay final answer.
Okay. Yeah, but it kind of goes back to that Bill Belichick thing over the offseason. Like, you're going to give Aaron Rodgers an entire offseason to prepare. Yeah. Like, that's a big factor in this too. I mean, I think Chicago's a good team, or they're better than a lot of people think they are.
My thing is, nobody has seen the Bears offense yet.
Yeah.
Because
of course.
Our starters didn't play pretty much like at all during preseason. They didn't use that playbook at all from what we've been told. So
yeah.
I mean, you can watch Kansas City game tape all you want, but that's not going to be the same because you don't have the same weapons.
Yeah, and Matt
There's
Nagy
some
too.
Similar stuff, but yeah.
So I think them hiring an offensive minded head coach was big. That's definitely going to help them out a lot. So I'm excited to see what Chicago does in the next couple of years.
All right, I think these next two, to me, they're pretty easy. Next, we got the Jets and Lions on Monday night. That's the first Monday night football game.
Wow.
And I got Detroit. I don't think the Jets got really anything to stop Detroit with Sam Darnold being the starter.
I agree. I got Detroit. Let's say
I'm going to go
24-10, my score. 24-10 Detroit.
I've been watching a little film of Sam since he got in the preseason. Now, obviously, defenses aren't going to show everything that they're going to do in the preseason.
Yeah.
But Sam has actually looked really good, and not necessarily to my surprise. I mean, I knew he'd be a pretty decent quarterback, but what he's been able to do so far, especially against defenses that are kind of disguising, like blitzes and stuff like that, it was surprising to me that he's been able to diagnose it as early as he has. With that being said, I'm going to take New York. And the reason why is I think Robbie Anderson is not a bad receiver. He's not fantastic, but he is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
And also, the Jets' defense isn't bad. Picking up Avery Williamson, He was a really good receiver or linebacker for the Titans. He did struggle a little bit in pass coverage, but he's phenomenal against the run. Demario Davis is a really good linebacker. Jamal Adams had a phenomenal rookie season last year and is one of the best safeties in the league already. I mean, I'm not saying that, the Jets are going to go out there and kill him or anything, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if they take it.
They can put up a fight. They can put up a fight against them.
I'd gladly take this being a loss on the pig if Detroit loses. I'd definitely take that loss.
Okay.
Next, I think this is pretty unanimous. Rams, Raiders.
Yeah.
I got LA.
Raiders. No, I'm joking. Raiders.
Yes.
John Gruden going to take them. No, that's going to be a blowout. Rams are going to kill them.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. And the whole Raiders thing, with, like I said, just letting Matt go, period. Oh, man.
Not even that. Hiring John Gruden. They're going to play 90s football, and it's not going to work. It's just not. They don't have the talent. They just don't.
Not only did they hire John Gruden, he gets rid of Khalil Mack, your best player in probably the last,
decade?
10, 20 years?
Yeah.
Not including old Jerry Rice. Randy Moss, who wasn't trying to play when he was there.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's crazy to me how fast that team has, just
plummeted.
Yeah. And it's wild that, oh, wow, Zach said he's got the Raiders in this game. Rams, Raiders. Okay. Hey, I mean, maybe, but I just don't see it, man. The Rams offense and their defense, the Rams are a Super Bowl caliber team.
And speaking of the Rams, how in the world were they going to pull a trigger for Khalil Mack?
If they would have did that, I wouldn't have. I can't even tell you what.
That defense would have been so elite.
Zach, okay, so we all know Zach's a Bama fan, which is cool, whatever. He's one of the few Bama fans I can tolerate. Zach says, I got the Raiders. Raiders down 17 at half, and they put McCarron in for the comeback.
McCarron probably doesn't even know that system. He just got them 5 days or 3 days.
I mean, hey, if A.J. McCarron pulls a comeback win down 17 at half against the Rams, I will be so happy for him. That's all I'm saying.
Man, yeah. I would gladly take that L too.
Okay, so we're good on picks this week?
That does it.
Okay, so at the end of this week, we'll kind of tally up how well we did, compare our records, and I'll probably come out on top, but it's cool. So now we're going to get into Titans talk. Big game.
Game day.
Tighten up. Miami. So like we said earlier, Harold Landry's out. Rashaan Evans is out. We need them back ASAP. Devontae Parker's out for the Dolphins, which I think is a pretty big loss because he's definitely their number one receiver. How we feel about this game?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I think as far as the first game, I'm not saying the Dolphins are like a cupcake team or anything like that. I just say it's a good first game to come out to, consider that your next opponent is the Texans at home. That's what I'm saying. So I think this is a good game just to see where you're at and how everything's going to be. And we get to see the new offense and the new defense. We got to see a little bit of it in the preseason, but not that much of it. Because the first string offense was only out there for 2 drives outside of the Pittsburgh game. So
yeah.
My thing is, the only thing I saw from the Titans was Tavon Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And really, that's about as much it. They averaged 10 points per game during the preseason, which is not a good look for Matt LaFleur. I mean, regardless if you got backup players that majority of them probably got cut anyway, so that doesn't matter too much. I don't know. I just really want to see, because even when the starters were out there, you didn't see much happen. So I'm guessing Matt LaFleur is probably being like most of these other offensive coordinators. They're not trying to show their hand too much. And that what he was just showing was just a dummy playbook, more than likely. And then now it's time to get serious. He didn't want the Dolphins knowing that this is what we're going to be running at you guys. More than likely, you'll probably see a lot of, the same stuff you've seen with the Rams.
Zach says Derrick Henry's going to show them how to play grown man football, which I agree with. I don't see anybody on that defense that I'm really scared of at all.
Well, my thing is, he should be able to run the ball much better now due to the fact that they got rid of Suit.
Yeah.
It was that meat clog in the middle. Still got Cam Wake coming on the edge.
Yeah.
Running away from this side, you ain't got much to worry about.
Yeah.
Unless he's lining up over the right tackle, which is Compton not playing. So,
He'd be Dennis Kelly.
Dennis Kelly, yeah.
which he might.
But he's actually played pretty well this preseason.
Yeah, he did.
So, I mean, Cam Wake is the one player that is pretty good.
Got Rashad Evans in the side. They got like one player like each position.
Yeah.
Rashad Evans at safety. And you got Kiko Alonso linebacker.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, Cam Wake being.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I think that our team, first of all, Jim Wyatt reported that LaFleur said himself, he's been burned by showing too much in the preseason.
Of course.
And I'm not saying that, our defense or our offense is weak. And he's not, and I can't explain what I'm trying to say. I think he's holding stuff back. And I think that this offseason, he didn't want to show very much. But
I hope he was holding back.
But I also think that our offense is better than what we're expecting right now. Taywan was really the guy that stood out, and I agree with that. But you already know Delaney Walker is going to be a good player this year. He's always productive. Doesn't matter what he's doing, he's always making plays against any defense. He's kind of like a safety net at this point. He's the guy that you can always rely on. Corey Davis has looked phenomenal this offseason. Really taking a lot of strides. I know he's kind of battled some, tweaks and stuff like that, but I'm looking forward to seeing him. I think that the Titans are in a position now where, like you said, Derrick Henry, he's in an offensive scheme that is set up for zone running.
Yeah.
And that's what he does best.
That's what he ran at Bama.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Deion Lewis.
And Deion, too.
More than likely Deion Lewis can run in between the tackles when he wants to.
Mhm.
He's going to prefer to be on the edge, but you still got that 1-2 punch, that old school, the Chris Johnson, Lindell White kind of, even though Derrick Henry's 1,000 times better than Lindell White and 1,000 times faster.
Yeah.
But it's just that smash mouth football.
Lindell White to go. No, I'm joking. But I mean, I think that Deion is like the perfect complement back to Derrick Henry because they're so different.
They're polar opposites.
Yeah, and Deion is also a receiver, and I think that Deion is going to have a huge year in our offense because similar to what Matt LaFleur did in Los Angeles with Ty Gurley, he got Ty Gurley back to the level that he should have been at a long time ago because he used him as a receiver out of the backfield. And it made him such a more versatile weapon in the offense, and it ended up turning out to be an MVP caliber season. So I'm not saying Deion's going to have a year like that, but I am saying that because of his skill set and because we know that Matt LaFleur is willing to do that, it's a perfect match.
The other thing is, Titans for the most part are pretty healthy coming into this.
Yep.
Maybe you don't have Conklin, you go without Harold Landry and Rashawn Evans, but you got everybody in the secondary playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the first time Marcus has come into a season with all his weapons being just like
Fully healthy.
from what we know, they're fully healthy. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a good look. I mean, you got Brent Grimes. Oh no, wait, he's a Tampa. That's right.
Mm.
Who is a cornerback for the Dolphins?
Bobby McCain.
I ain't heard of him.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, he's a corner for him.
McCain, brother.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think so. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not too worried about their secondary. They've got Rashad Jones, but I mean,
That's about it.
yeah. So, I just think we've got this game. I'm really not that worried about it. Like you said, they're pretty healthy for the most part. I am curious to see what happens with Rashard, though.
No, they do got Danny Amendola.
Yeah, they do. They got him this offseason. But my thing is, what happens with Rashard Matthews? Because I know he was injured for most of the offseason, and then they took him off IR, which means he would probably be in the 53. But is he going to play?
Well, he's in this practice, not practice, but he's in this little huddle right here. So, and the
Okay.
Titans are wearing the light blues today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Light blues.
I'm so ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Rashard
the
Matthews
uniforms
is
are
right there. So
Okay, so Rashard.
he's playing.
Okay, so
And
Rashard should
he's
play.
playing against his former team too. So,
Yeah.
He has a chip on his shoulder.
You know he's going to
He
eat
didn't
them
play
up.
last year against him, right? Or did he get hurt in that game?
I can't remember.
Yeah, same here.
Um,
Interesting though.
But yeah, Jim Wyatt, he just put out a video with Rashard in the huddle, so he's probably going to play. I think we take it, and I think we take it pretty easily. I think our secondary is good enough to stop whoever they have on offense. I mean, Danny Amendola can play a little bit. I know that they've got Raekwon McMillan, and I'm a big fan of him, but I don't know if he's going to be that big of a factor on defense.
Oh yeah, they also got Minka Fitzpatrick.
They do have Minka.
Okay.
I ain't worried
Yeah.
about that.
I'm not all that worried about Minka either, though, to be honest. Just because he hasn't looked all that phenomenal.
I haven't really watched any.
I've been reading reports that he's like, he's not playing bad, but he's not playing as good as we thought.
Or like his potential.
Yeah,
like his
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not really all that worried about Minka, even though I do like him a lot as a player. But yeah, I mean, I think that we're going to take it. I'm excited. It's opening day.
Yep.
Happy to be back.
Yeah. I'm excited for the offense, but I'm really more excited for the defense, honestly.
Yeah.
And we're not even at full strength at defense. Losing Harold and losing Rashawn. I want to see how Malcolm Butler and Kevin Byard are going to play. And you get Logan Ryan back in his natural position. And Adoree comes back for season 2.
Yeah.
But this is just a flat out like Patriots offense is coming out here.
Kenny Stills.
Because really, they got the only wide receiver over 6 foot is Kenny Stills.
Yeah. And he's like 6'1", I think.
Yeah. They got another guy, Tanner McElroy. He's 6'6". Some tell me he's not somebody that's going to be playing. That doesn't even because Albert Wilson, they just gave him a big contract.
Yep.
Danny Amendola just got there. Jakeem Grant plays. Kenny Stills plays. Tanner McElroy is probably 5th on the end. He's probably got moved up because of Devontae Parker. Unless they got a package for him, but 6'6", 230, that'd be interesting to see.
Huh.
But for the most part, it doesn't look. To me, it's going to come down to what Ryan Tannehill coming off that ACL is going to be about.
Yeah.
And he's had plenty of time to recover from that.
And it's kind of sad for me because, like, before last season, Tannehill was looking like he was taking steps to improve. He wasn't looking nearly as bad as he was the year before, but then he just hit that wall and he got hurt. And it's gonna be interesting to see how he rebounds. And like you said, I think a big piece to all of this is that our secondary has definitely improved because we got Malcolm Butler, but our secondary is also it fits better, like you said, because Logan Ryan gets to go back to the slot. And I think with that being said, you're gonna put Logan Ryan on Danny Amendola. You're gonna probably put Malcolm Butler or Adoree on Kenny Stills. I think we win both of those matchups.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
I don't really see either one of them being too big of an issue for us. Danny Amendola can play, don't get me wrong, but I think that Logan Ryan is just as good as he is.
Yeah, and one thing about that, too, is that I think last year was Logan Ryan's only year where he did not have an interception. I think he's going to be coming out trying to get an interception. Definitely against an old divisional opponent, too. Mm-hmm. I think he's actually going to try it. And actually, he's going to play his heart out. And like I said, Amendola has already had a great reputation of being a good receiver for New England. So he's going to want that matchup every time. Yeah. And he's going to want to get an interception.
Yeah. I am curious to see how Malcolm Butler does this year, though. He looked really good in preseason, and then he kind of every now and then he just didn't play very well on a couple plays. He actually got beat for a touchdown. In one of the games that we were watching. But, with the contract that we gave him, we really need him to make some big plays for us this year. And I think that he's a good player. I think he's got a couple good more years left in him. But with the contract that we gave him, he's got to come out and play well.
Yeah.
My friend Jacob Holver says Kenyon Drake is rushing for 125. That's definitely not happening. I don't see that happening at all. Not with our front seven. It could happen. Who knows? Maybe. But I don't see it. Daquan Jones up front. You've got Wesley Woodyard, who's phenomenal against the run at the linebacker position. Their offensive line isn't anything incredible. They still have Laramie Tunsil.
They got Josh Sitton there, Jawan James.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I didn't really recognize the center of the guard, but I mean it's serviceable.
But yeah. But I think our front seven is definitely good enough to stop them. I'm looking for our man 31 Savage, Kevin Byard, to make some big plays. Hopefully he follows up another, all-pro year, just a fan, #, just a fan.
All right, they already out there, too, with the just a fan side.
Yeah. My man, what's the saying? My man catch no balls. Yeah, I couldn't say that. My bad. But, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to take this game. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're all pretty excited. Thank God football's back. Best part of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, 30 minutes basically until kickoff.
Yep. So if we want to start wrapping up, good, bad, ugly, y'all want to do that real quick?
Yep.
Okay. Kick it off for us.
Good. It's pretty simple. NFL's back. Football in general is officially back. I'm keeping it at that. Keep it short.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there. I'm also happy that Florida got beat last
Yes,
night
sir.
by Kentucky.
I can take yes.
Also, I thought it was funny that a Florida D-back called out Kentucky and said before the game, what's the streak at 31? It's going to be 32 on Saturday, and they ended up getting beat. So shout out to the Florida DBs continuing to talk trash and getting shown up.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, I think Ducks still pull trucks. I
Can a
think.
duck pull a truck?
Yeah. So yeah, shout out DBU supposedly.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
DBU with air quotes. Yeah.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to agree as well. I would say the same thing because football has been. I don't know. It's something about preseason. Like, okay, yeah, it's back, but then we actually get to the regular season. It's just like
Preseason gets old after a while.
Yeah.
it does.
Because you already know, like nothing's going to be shown, you know. So and they're not really going to let their star players go out and play long periods of time. So
Exactly.
yeah,
I always feel like preseason was the time where you get to remember like all these college greats who probably never did anything after that.
yeah,
All right, so my bad. Even though they won yesterday, I'm giving it to MTSU's defense.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
defense has looked horrendous the last two games. Got blown out by Vandy 35-7. And then they beat UT Martin, I think, 61, 62, 37.
Mhm.
UT Martin easily could have actually won that game without like a minor. Well, UT Martin's quarterback threw a ridiculous pick six. I mean, he just throwing them ducks up there, and MTSU took it back for like 100 yards or something like that. But shout out to my cousin Porter. He was in that game. He was balling. Got a sack on Brent. So
Whoa.
we'll take it.
Okay.
From the safety position, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's more impressive.
Oh, and MTSU's offensive line. Man.
I'm saying outside of Chandler Brewer, bro. Like I can't really exaggerate. Outside of him, it's just like
Chandler Brewer can play though.
yes, I said outside of Chandler Brewer,
Yeah.
like everything else is sort of like
MTSU's they're in for a rough year this year. And the way Brent just really can't get out that pocket much
Yeah,
to avoid, because I mean, the rush is just there.
and losing Richie James is a big loss, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Ty Lee, he's definitely
Ty
a
Lee,
good,
yeah.
a good wideout, that compliments. Well, he was complimenting Richie. But
yeah. Now
he goes to him like
But-
almost every.
I would say I guess another good is that the guy from East who plays wide receiver Patrick Smith caught with 2 touchdowns yesterday
Mhm.
from out east. Went to East Nashville. Shout out to him. That's my guy.
There you go.
To East Nashville, the strap.
No, he went to East Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Isaiah.
East Nashville, East Lit. Man, they didn't change their names.
They changed their name about like 3 times.
All right, so my bad is gonna be that Falcons game.
Yes.
You
Man.
know, 1 for 20 in the red zone. Matt Ryan to Julio Jones. You got to get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. That was bad, man. Like, the Falcons are becoming this team where everybody says every single year, this team, this is the year they're going to do it. They've got the talent. They've got the guys. They always continue to fall short. And then also Keanu Neal going out for the season with the ACL.
Yeah.
You know, that sucks. And I like Keanu Neal. I've always liked him. I want to see the Falcons take the next step, and I want to believe in Matt Ryan. But if he continues to play at the level he is, it's going to be hard for me to do that. And I think this team has all the talent in the world, but they're going to continue to fall short, just like the Jacksonville Jaguars, because their quarterback doesn't step up in the big moment.
Mm.
So that's my bad for the week. I'm hoping the Falcons can pull it together, but I just didn't see it. And the Eagles just took over that game. So,
Yep. Battle of the Birds, man. That's I was gonna say not really the game, but who you say yours like Matt Ryan or just the game in general?
yeah, Matt Ryan. Well, the game, yeah.
Yeah, the game in general. My bad. I would have to say honestly, yeah, it would be the Matt Ryan because they were. I promise they were going to win that game, of course, because Julio was eating that defense alive.
He was cooking.
Yeah,
He was,
You
yeah,
had him on fantasy. You just pissed off he didn't get the end zone.
yeah.
exactly. So
What he put up? What he finished with? Like 140, something like that. It was
yeah,
crazy.
my friend had him. I think he gave him like 17 points
Yeah,
just off of one game.
yeah, and he didn't even have a touchdown.
Exactly.
It was crazy.
So that was sort of like a safety net for me. But like I said, I don't know, maybe it was because LaFleur was there for that 1 year he won the MVP season.
169.
Huh?
169.
169.
Yeah,
That's man. Oh yeah, man.
They brought in Sark, and it just
Would have been more
That's what I'm saying.
if he had a chance to get his feet down for that touchdown. But
Man,
Hey,
definitely.
Darby played that ball well though.
He did. You can push him out of bounds as long as he catches it. You
you
can
Yep.
push
do
him
it
out of bounds.
nowadays. You couldn't do it back in the early 2000s.
Nope.
Well, and before.
Hey, but he played it the way he should have though.
Yeah, he played great.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, shout out to Darby, man.
he got burned a couple times, but he made the play he needed to. I mean, so
Yeah.
I can't really get mad at him for it, you know.
Yeah. But I say, yeah, Matt Ryan is supposed to be. You were an MVP winner, 2 years ago? Your 2-year drop honestly shouldn't be that bad for you. But I do like the Falcons. Don't get me wrong, but I just think they should have won that game.
Mhm.
But yeah, and then like I said, Calvin Neal getting hurt. That just hurts.
Yeah.
But Deion Jones is still there. So.
Yeah.
All right, so my ugly kind of stems back to about last week and kind of just combines with this week. The Florida State Seminoles
Oh my
almost
gosh.
was upset by Sanford yesterday. Sanford led that entire game up until like the last few minutes of the game. I'm sitting there like, is Florida State really about to lose back-to-back games? One, they came out and played piss poor versus Virginia Tech.
Mhm.
They had opportunities on offense and just blew it. Defense actually started stepping up for them, and then offense just wouldn't do anything. They just couldn't move the ball sometimes. They legit got like a 95-yard run out of Cam Akers last week, and nothing happens. And then this week, you're down to Sanford for like the majority of the game. It was like 23-14 at some point, just sitting there. And then Florida State eventually came back, but Willie Taggart is struggling right now as the head coach for the Seminoles. And right now, it doesn't.
Yes.
Even if they did win this game, that's not a good win. Like, that's one of the ugliest wins you'll probably have. And they won by 10.
My ugly is Michigan State getting upset by Arizona State.
Shout out to Herm Edwards.
Herm Edwards, man.
Herm Edwards out here good.
Like I remember when I got the update that Herm Edwards was getting a head coaching job, and I was really surprised.
I didn't think he was going back to coaching.
I didn't need it. I was like, I mean, you're killing it as an analyst. You know, like you look like you're enjoying your job. You're having fun. Everybody likes you. Like, you know, I was kind of surprised he wanted to go back. And then I was like, you know, I don't know how this is going to work out. Maybe it works out. Maybe it doesn't. But, you know, I'm surprised that he's had so much success already. I mean, knocking off Michigan State, like that's no
That's
joke.
huge, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were a top, I think, 17th in the nation.
17, 15, something
Yeah.
like that.
Top 20.
Yeah, top 20 team for sure. And, I mean, they came in, knocked them out, and it looks like they're off to a good start. So,
Shout out to Herm.
Yeah.
They were 15, and they came back with 13 points in the fourth.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I didn't see the game because I was out, but
So they put up 13 in the fourth, and Michigan State scored 13 points. So really, they outplayed them in the fourth quarter, the entire fourth quarter, and dominated from then on out. So yeah, shout out to Arizona State, they killed it. Michigan State, you definitely get an ugly for that because I mean that was
good
crazy.
for me, but you know.
So Big Ten football falling on its face, you know.
Yeah.
SEC.
and they trying to talk about how they the best conference, they year in and year out. And I don't even like bandwagon on these conference stuff. You know, I really don't care who's the best conference. But the fact that they said, yeah, they only got the top. But no, you got one team that's consistently at the top, and then you have Penn State, Michigan, and Michigan State. Sometimes Wisconsin
Iowa.
just move around. I don't know. But anyway, you got some of those teams, they'll move in and out, but the Big Ten is weak. That thing is weak.
Really outside of those top 5 schools.
And even then, I know Demo, you hate it, but it's really just Ohio State.
I hate Ohio
And
State.
Penn State.
Dino's mad.
man.
They should be suspended for more than 3 games. That's just my
Yeah.
opinion. I hope TCU eats them alive next week, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
TCU just lost.
Yeah, Ohio State's gonna win by 30.
Shout out Tate Martell.
Anyway, outside of that other team. But my ugly for the week has to go to the Steelers and the organization because the whole Le'Veon Bell situation is getting out of hand right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I'm a fantasy owner of Le'Veon Bell. Not saying that fantasy is life, but
It is.
you don't want to have him for a game. You want to have him for a game at least. But the whole situation, I'm just like, man, I don't know what's going on with it, to be honest. Like, he's going to get paid. Is he not? The teammates are upset. Antonio Brown's taking him on Instagram, talking about, oh, nobody wins when the family feuds. Well, the whole family feuding inside the locker room. It's bad.
That's a bad situation.
And it's almost enough for me to want to change my pick to Cleveland just because. Because look, last year, and I know I hate the heck out of the Bears about it, but remember when the protesting thing was going on with the national anthem, and they really didn't know, teams really didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin said he's going to send everybody back to the locker room. Mike Tomlin was the only one who stood out there for the national anthem, except for one player, the former.
Villanueva.
I don't remember his first name, but he came out and
Charlie Villanueva.
I thought that was a basketball player.
I could be wrong. I don't know. His last name is Villanueva.
Yeah.
But anyway, he came out, and that, to be honest, Bears won that game by just running the ball. Mike Glennon didn't do squat.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
He's in Arizona now.
Yeah.
They can have that trouble.
Yeah. It's gonna be weird if somehow Lev Bell ends up anywhere other than Pittsburgh. I don't think it'll happen, but if it does happen, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, the whole legal break.
That's gonna
break the whole NFL.
That's gonna be one of the biggest transactions of the past few years in the NFL. That's for sure.
He's already said he wasn't gonna come back. So
I don't
after
know.
this season, so
They better make something happen. So he's too good to lose. That's for sure. But yeah, so wraps up our show. Final thoughts from my guys.
Tighten up.
Not really.
Okay, well, Chandler's just cooling.
Bear down.
Yeah, we're preparing for the game here in a minute. Tune in at 12 for the game. Thanks for hanging out with us. Share the show for us if you don't mind. Help us spread the word a little bit. 65 South Sports.
We back.
Yeah, we're back. We're still trying to figure out how we're gonna make it work every week. If we can't make a podcast work, I'll try to do something before the game, after the game, halftime, all that. Y'all want to do something at halftime?
Don't let me. I'm cool.
Maybe.
Back.
Okay.
We can try.
Yeah, we'll figure
What time you got to
something
be at work for?
5:30.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm good. We'll probably come back at halftime. We're gonna hang out, watch the game a little bit, and then we'll get some halftime coverage, and we'll see how that goes. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you very much. Tighten up, bear down from my man Chandler. About to go dice up these Miami Dolphins real quick.
Squish the fish, man.
Yep. # just a fan. See you guys.